Okay. So accounts payable, sir. Next topic, accounts payable. Next topic, accounts payable. Next topic, accounts payable. Okay. So here account payables means what, sir? Who is going to be there in accounts payable? Vendor. Okay. So accounts payable, majorly we are going to look into your vendor point of view. So what we are going to do with vendor? With vendor, what we are going to do? So with vendor, what we are going to do, sir? So with vendor, we are going to do purchasing. So when you do purchase, what is your accounting entry? Purchase account debtor to vendor account. Sir, here vendor we are using, not cash. So here you are using vendor account. So is it impacting directly to your GL accounts? So your financial statement is happening based on what, sir? We have seen financial statement version. So are you giving anywhere the customer number or vendor number in your financial statement versions? No, you are going to generate your financial statement versions only based on your GL accounts. Then how are we going to get your vendor values into your financial statements? Okay. So AP is a submodule in SAP. Within finance, your accounts payable is a submodule in SAP. So here you are going to use your vendor as master data. So is it possible to do any transaction without master data? No. Okay. So if you want to do any financial transactions in SAP, master data is mandatory. Now for AP point of view, you are going to use your vendor master, and your vendor is a subledger in SAP. Your vendor is a subledger in SAP. So who is your main ledger, sir? What is your main ledger here? Your main ledger is always your GL account. So how are we going to map your main ledger to your subledger? Okay. So to this purpose, you are going to use reconciliation account, reconciliation GL account. Okay. For all your subledgers, we are going to use reconciliation account. Okay. If it is related to subledger, then we are going to use the reconciliation account. Okay. So what is this reconciliation? While creating the GL account, I will explain it again. Okay. Now we are going to see in terms of AP process. So this is in terms of SAP, we spoke about it. If you look at the general business case, so how it is. So the general business case, whenever you do, you will try to purchase the respective services or the respective goods. Okay. So here, whenever you are purchasing, what you will do it? You will check your quotations. So if you are doing some purchase, what you will do it? Generally take yourself. If you are planning to purchase something, it's like mobile or whatever it is. What you will do it first? You will do analyze in different markets. You will analyze in Flipkart, you will analyze in whatever the Amazon, or you will analyze in markets, mobile shops. Somewhere you will check it out and you will finalize your price. What you will do it? You will finalize your price. So in this case, what you are doing? You are getting your quotation. That means the respective vendor is providing a purchase information to you. Correct, sir? Whomever you go, you are going to get information about that product. This is the product per quantity, this is the price. Clear, sir? So that is what we are going to say in SAP language is purchase information or purchase requisition. So you are going to start with purchase requisition. So you are going to get your purchase information from your business, the respective third party, whoever it is. Now, once you got your purchase information, you are going to convert it into purchase order. You are going to convert into purchase order. How you are going to convert your purchase order? Let's take 10 vendors, you got your information. So you are having 10 purchase requisitions. Is it mandatory to convert your 10 into purchase orders? No. Which one you have finalized? That one you are going to convert it as purchase order. Okay. So now in this case, your purchase requisition you have converted into purchase order. In these two cases, either in purchase requisition or purchase order, is there any accounting transaction happening? That means either you are paying something or you are receiving something. Is it happening anything there? No, right? So first, purchase information or requisition. Here you are just collecting an information. None of it you are doing it. The next thing, you are just giving an order to them. You are giving an order to the respective vendor. So you are not receiving any services or goods, or you have not paid anything. That is what it is going to be, your purchase order. Once you finalized your purchase order, then your business case will start. So then, based on your purchase order, vendor will send goods or services. Vendor will provide goods or services. Okay. So here the case. Before providing his services to you, he may request some advances. There is a possibility. I'm going to send you the goods. Please pay me some advance before. That is possible, right? So that is your advance payments. Your advance payments will happen based on purchase order. To this purchase order, your purchase quantity is 10 quantities and per quantity is 20,000. Your total purchase order value is 20,000. Sorry, 2 lakhs. Okay. Now for this 2 lakh, you pay at least 20% as advance. That is 40,000 the vendor is requesting you to pay advance. So here you are paying your advance against your purchase order. Specific to purchase order, you are paying your advances. That is also possible, or without specific to purchase order also, you can do your advance payments. In customer point of view, we have seen advance receipt. Same here, you are paying advance payments. Clear, sir? This advance payment might be without your order specific or with purchase order specific. So here what you are doing it, sir? So before getting your goods, you are doing some advance payments. So here the possibility is advance payment, it depends upon it. Either you may pay it or you may not. Okay. Now assume if you have paid your advances, what is your accounting entry at the time of advance payments? Who is going to be debited and who is going to be credited?
Vendor account to cash.
Vendor debited and cash or bank account will be credited. So here again, cash or bank account, we are going to look it out into your automatic payment program or payments, where we will see in depth of the payments, how are we going to do it, what and all the different cases we will have it, all those things we will look it out into your APP, automatic payment program. Okay, manual payments also we'll see. Post completion of our manual payments, we also see the automatic payments. So here, while doing payments, we are having two cases. One is manual payments or APP, automatic payments. Manual payments, automatic payments. So manual means you are going to do your manual transactions, where you are going to do specific to single vendor only, we are able to do your manual payments. If you are having huge number of payments and huge number of vendors, okay, in such cases, we will go with automatic payment. That assume when you take in real time, you will have thousands of vendors, you may have it, and each vendor may have 10 to 20 payments per day. If that is the case, if you look at 1000 into 20,000 payments you need to do. So if you do manually, it takes 2 to 3 days minimum. At least you need to have 10 accountants. But when it comes to the automatic payment, system will do automatically within 5 minutes. So how are we going to do the manual and automatic? We are going to look into the system. And the same way, how it is going to behave in real time also, we are going to see it. First, I will give the basic fund of how it is going to be work, and then how are we going to work in real time. That is the second case I am going to explain. Okay. So here, advance payments, if you are going to happen, it is going to be your accounting document like debit, vendor, and credited to cash. Here, for vendor also, you are going to use special GL account. Special GL account we are going to use. That means we are not going to use directly the vendor. We are going to use vendor advance. We are going to use special GL account means nothing but here you are going to use, instead of vendor GL, you are going to use special vendor special GL account. Special GLs based on your nature of transaction other than your invoice, we are going to use special GLs. If you are doing any transaction against vendor other than your respective invoice related, that is invoice related means either it might be invoice or credit memo. Other than those things, if you are doing any other transactions, we are going to use the respective special GL. So this, while doing your special GL transaction, you will get understand of it. How are we going to use the respective special GL? Okay, this is the entry. Then post that, you are going to get your goods or services. Post that, you are going to get your goods or services. So in this case, what is happening, sir? Now, the vendor is providing the respective services, whatever you have ordered, or he is going to deliver the respective goods, whatever you have ordered. So now here, what is your accounting entry? You are receiving goods from the vendor. What is your accounting entry, sir? Debit, goods or services credited to Correct, sir. But in SAP, we are having an option saying that at the time of receiving your goods, you may receive your invoice or you may not. Okay. So vendor is sending goods. Along with goods, you may receive your invoice or you may not receive your invoice, and the invoice will come bit late. Okay. So during that time, what you are going to do? So this goods receipt you are charging as per your purchase order. But while sending his invoice, there might be price changes. Possibility is there. Because you have done your purchase order. At the time of doing your purchase order, the product was 10 rupees. Suddenly there is an inflation came or some market changes came or some other is happening. So immediately the price of the quantity might increase or might decrease. Let's take simple example of your tomato. Okay, it might increase or it might be decrease suddenly. Okay, due to that, there will be changes in your invoice prices. Okay, na sir? So, in such cases, how are we going to deal? Here, you are doing this goods or service debit with respect to your purchase price. But the actual price you will get to know from your invoice only. Okay. He may apply some discounts, he may not apply discount, or there might be a market fluctuation or inflation, or whatever the reasons, there might be a change, possibility of price changes. So that is the reason we are going to use here as a temporary GL account. We are going to use a temporary GL account. Okay, that temporary GL account in SAP language, we are going to say it as GRIR account, goods receipt and invoice receipt account. That means GRIR account is going to work as temporary account or a mediator. So instead of posting to vendor, it is going to post to credited to GRIR account. It is going to post into GRIR account. Now, whatever your debit value is there, that means purchase value, the same you are going to credit here. Okay. Now, what you are going to do next? This is at the time of goods receipt. Now you are going to get invoice receipt. So invoice receipt, what you are going to do? Debit GRIR account and credited to vendor. Here, at the time of goods receipt, at the time of invoice receipt, your GRIR value never change. Your GRIR value never change. That means if the value is more than your GRIR value, then either it will get debited to again the respective goods account, or it may be debited to the respective the alternative account whatever we are giving. Okay, that is the way the entry will get happen. Okay, this is like your purchase flow. Okay, same I will explain again with values later. Now you clear up to here? Any doubts, sir? Online, please. Any doubt till here? Sir, online,
Clear.
any doubts, please? Yeah.
Clear, sir.
Yeah, okay. So, next, what you are going to do? You are going to do your payment. So, what is going to be your payment, sir? Debit, vendor, and credited to bank by cash. Bank by cash. Clear, sir? I'm not doubt in that. Now, here, again, if you are giving direct cash, then what is going to be happen, sir? Sir, if you are saying, let's say, bank or cash means what? Where you are going to do your transactions? Your finance related, cash related transaction, where you are going to update? Cash book. You can say it as cash book or passbook. Normal language, your bank passbook. That is what we say it as cash book. So how you are going to tally your cash book versus your bank? You are doing your payments. Okay, while doing your payments, you need to tally your cash book versus your bank. Okay, that is what we are going to say as bank reconciliations. BRS, bank reconciliation statement. Okay, so now in this case, I'm not going to debit directly to bank. I'm not going to do credit, sorry. I'm not going to do direct credit to bank. Instead of that one, again, I'm going to use a temporary account. Instead of using cash bank or cash account or bank account, instead of that, I'm going to use a temporary account. Okay, so I will use the temporary account, and once I get my bank statement, then I will do reconciliation and I will update my cash book. Clear, sir? So in this case, what I am going to do? So here, what nature of payment it is? Is it an outgoing payment or is it incoming payment? Outgoing payment. In terms of account receivable, it is incoming payment. In terms of accounts payable, it is outgoing payment. So now, instead of crediting directly to my bank account, I am going to do credited to outgoing account. So in my system, I am saying that this much of amount I requested bank to do credit. Whether they have done it or not, how could we know it? So again, you need to do the reconciliation, bank reconciliation. Now assume you got your BRS statement. You got your statement. Now you got your statement from bank. Now you got your statement from bank. So now what you are going to do? You are going to reconcile your values. You are saying that this much of amount you are requesting to pay to the respective vendor. Whether he paid it or not, it will be available in your statement. Okay, it will be available in your statement. If it is available, that means what, sir? Correct, sir? If we paid means the amount has been reduced in your account. So here, what is going to do your knockoff? Debited to what account, sir? Outgoing GL account. Outgoing GL. Clear, sir? Now, if you look at here, what is the value of outgoing GL account, sir? It is going to be 0. Always your intermediary account balances should be 0. If it is not 0, then there is something mismatch is happening. You need to rectify that one in terms of finance accounting. Clear, sir, concept? Online clear, sir? Anybody having any doubt?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
So whatever I have explained in the last half an hour, it is a mandatory interview question. You need to explain about this one at least 5 minutes in your interview. It is a mandatory question they will ask. Can you explain purchase to pay, procure to pay, P to P? They will ask. This is the process we need to explain. Clear, sir? Yeah. Now I will explain the same with values. Okay, I'm going to take the same with values. And next, so as we are into finance only, when you are looking into your goods or services, we need to integrate with material management. Okay, right now we are not going to look into material management. That will come after completion of FI. We will come up with FIMM integration. There I am going to take again the entire process in system also. Now we are only in FI. Your entry will start from your invoice onwards. From here, it is going to be happen. And your payment also, we are going to see same outgoing GL account format. Post completion of our AP, I am going to take BRS. Okay, during that time, we are going to cover your BRS also. Along with BRS, we also going to cover foreign currency revaluation also within AP only. Normally, foreign currency revaluation is part of your GL account, sir, generally. I think already I have explained your multiple currencies, usage of multiple currencies for company code. Along with local currency, we can use group currency and hard currency also to company code level. So same way we are going to do here. And along with that, we are going to have the ledgers, all those things I will come up with the foreign currency revaluation. That means half of your new GL concept will come now itself. Remaining important of remaining new GL concept will come in profit center accounting. Okay, so where your new GL functionality mainly happen with respect to profit center accounting, which is going to be part of your controlling module. Half of new GL is going to cover here. That means in terms of multiple currencies, in terms of ledgers, we are going to cover in AP itself, and the remaining document splitting, we are going to cover in controlling module within profit center accounting. Okay. So now I'm going to take these things in values. Let's assume you are taking purchase requisition in quantity. $20,000 is per value. Okay. Same way you are having multiple quotations like this, multiple purchase orders, requisitions. Out of all these things, this is what you are going to finalize. Okay. And then if they request, you do also same, sir. Sorry. Okay. Now, if they request advance payment, you do advance payment, else you won't. It is depend upon it. So let us assume 20% advance payment. Sir, this advance payment or payment terms also we are having one more concept. These things is going to derive the terms and conditions between you and the respective vendor. How the nature of payment is going to be happened, and also how the payment terms, that means the respective due dates is going to calculate. That is going to be an agreement between you and the respective vendors. Okay. So now assume it is 20% of advance payment. So here it is going to be debit vendor account, insert 40,000 and credited to cash by bank 40,000. Okay. Here, if you are using direct cash by bank account, this is what. If you are not using cash by bank account, if you are using outgoing GL account concept, then here it is going to be outgoing GL account. Outgoing bank GL accounts. Okay, clear, sir? Next, here you are doing goods receipt. What is your accounting entry at the time of goods receipt? Debit goods or services credited to CRIR. What is the value, sir? Based on your purchase, it will take 10 into 20,000. Clear, sir? I'm not doubting. Now you are receiving an invoice. if there is no changes in the price. At the time of invoice receipt, if there is no changes in the price, this is the accounting entry it will be posted. Okay, this is the accounting entry it will post. Assume there is a case if the invoice price has been increased compared to your purchase price. Okay, compared to your purchase price, if your invoice price has been increased. Here, your GRIR value never change. It is going to be whatever the value you are having in your same value, it will be available always. Assume your price is not 20,000, he gave it as 22,000. So now what is going to be happen, sir? Where the 2,000 need to go? Where the 2,000 will go? Alternative account. Where the 2,000 will go, sir? It will go to your goods or stock account again. అంతేనా కదా సార్? నువ్వు 10 రూపాయలకు కొందాం అనుకున్నావు, ప్రోడక్ట్ ఇచ్చాడు 10 రూపాయలది, ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత 12 రూపాయలు ప్రైస్ అన్నాడు, ఏం చేస్తాం సార్? నువ్వు ఒకటి రిటర్న్ చేస్తావు, లేదు అంటే 12 రూపాయలు ఇస్తావు. అప్పుడు నీ ప్రోడక్ట్ వాల్యూ ఎంత? 10 రూపాయలు 12 రూపాయలు? డబ్బులు కట్టితే 12 అవుతుంది కదా ఇన్వాయిస్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్. క్లియరా సార్? If there is reduce in the price, then what is going to be happen, sir? Credited to your what is going to happen, sir? What is going to be happen here? For stock value, what is going to be happen, sir? Is it going to be debit or credit?
Credit.
Yes, sir. Answer Raval, sir.
Credit.
Why credit? Your invoice value is less than your goods receipt value. You have maintained your goods value as 22,000. Sorry, here. Here. You maintained your goods value as how much, sir? 2 lakhs. But your invoice is provided as 1,80,000. So what you will do it now? You will say your purchase value is, your goods value is, you are going to say 1,80,000 or 2 lakhs. నీ గూడ్స్ వాల్యూ ఎంత అని చెప్తాం సార్? ఇన్వాయిస్ 18 1,80,000 కి ఇన్వాయిస్ ఇచ్చాడు. నీ గూడ్స్ వాల్యూ ఎంత అంటాం ఇప్పుడు? 1,80,000 అంటామా 2 lakhs అంటామా? 1,80,000, right? So here what you have done in your earlier case, you assumed it, and based on your purchase price, you maintained your stock value as 2 lakhs. But at the time of invoice, you get to know that the actual stock value is 1,80,000. Now what you need to do? You need to reduce your stock value. How much value you are going to reduce? The difference between your GR value and IR value. Your GR value is 2 lakh, your IR value is 180. So the remaining 20,000, what you are going to do? You are going to do credit. So now your stock value and your invoice value becomes same, matching. This is what we say it as three-way matching. Three-way matching means PO versus goods receipt versus IR. That is your three-way matching. వినే ఉంటారు సార్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్లలో మీరు. టూ-వే మ్యాచింగ్ అండ్ త్రీ-వే మ్యాచింగ్ అని ఉంటుంది. టూ-వే మ్యాచింగ్ means GRIR, requisition and then invoice. Clear, sir? Online clear?
Yes, sir.
Then post that you do your payment. How much amount you need to payment based on the cases? If this is the case, you need to pay 2 lakh. If this is the case, you need to pay 2,20,000. If this is the case, you need to pay 1,80,000. Based on your invoice, you are going to do your payment. So now I am going to take the regular continuous only. Okay, I'm not going to consider this one. I'm going to consider this line, and based on that, I'm going to explain the payment concept. Clear, sir? Now assume your invoice came at 2 lakhs. Now you are going to do the payment. What you are going to do payment? Debit vendor 2 lakhs and credited to bank outgoing GL is 2 lakhs. Yes, I will come. Okay. So based on your invoice, you are going to do, this is the payment. Assume if no advances. If no advance payment. If advance payment is there, then what you are going to do? You are going to knock off your advances and you are going to do your payment. That means advances is there, then debit vendor. In our case, we are having already 40,000 advance, so I'm going to pay 60,000. 1,60,000 and credited to bank outgoing GL 1,60,000. Okay, this is the payment you are going to do. Clear, sir? Now post this one, BRS. What you are going to do in BRS? You will get your BRS statement, then you will rectify the same here. 2 lakh, 2 lakh. Automatically, the same it is going to be. Here, sir. Here you are having one is your payment time and the other one is at the time of your advance payment one. Both you will do it in your BRS. This is your APP concept. This is your AP concept total in total. Okay. Now for all those things, we are going to look into system. So right now we are going with only with FI side. So I am going directly from here. Invoice. Instead of GRIR account, we are going to use the respective expenditure account or the respective stock accounts. So stock accounts also still we have not started with So I'm going to use direct expenditure account. Expenditure, debit expenditure and credit vendor. That is the entry we are going to take it, and based on that we are going to see all this payment process and BRS. What are the above steps which we are going to see it into your FIMM integration, which will take around 20 to 25 hour classes. Okay, 20 to 25 means almost 1 month classes, but normally I will take FIMM integration on weekends. Continuous regular days also will have it, and weekend also we are going to have it. Clear, sir? Online clear, sir? Anybody having any doubt? If you are having doubt, please raise, sir, now itself. So this is basic, important, and the interview point of view also mandatory. Yes, sir? Oh, PO means purchase order. P2P they will ask. Can you explain P2P, procure to pay process? Or can you explain FIMM integration? MM means it is purchasing process. SD means it is sales process. Okay. Sales process I have already explained in AR point of view. Those who are not part of AR, I will take it separately, AR classes separately. Any doubts, sir, online? Okay. If okay, then we'll go into the system. Till that time, you just write down all these things, sir. In your own words, you can write down, sir, however you want. So I have given full explanation. In your own words, you can write down however you want. Sir, ఎవరు silent పెట్టుకోవచ్చు కదా సార్ టక్ టక్ అనకపోతే సిస్టంలోనూ అంటారు. సార్ కొత్త బ్యాచ్ ఈరోజు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఎవరైనా ఉంటే రెఫర్ చేయండి సార్. ఫస్ట్ 1 వీక్ లోపల నో ఇష్యూస్. 1 వీక్ లోపల ఇప్పుడు వచ్చినా నో ఇష్యూస్. సార్ ఎవరైనా మళ్ళీ FI GL వినాలంటే యూ కెన్ కమ్ టు క్లాసెస్, నో ఇష్యూస్. But offline, sir. I'm requesting to come offline. Those who are taking classes second time, third time, fourth time, I'm requesting offline only. First time online or offline, I'm okay with it. But second time, third time, fourth time means mandatory offline, sir. Okay. Sir, మీరు కూడా వినాలంటే continuous class daily. You can repeat your again GL, no issues.
సార్
చెప్పమ్మా.
మొన్న చెప్పిన కరస్పాండెన్స్ లో నాకు కొంచెం డౌట్ ఉంది సార్, ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు.
ఇప్పుడు కాదు నాన్న, మళ్ళా కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. కరెస్పాండెన్స్ చాలా ఈజీ అమ్మా, జస్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ జనరేషన్.
ఓకే, అది ఫామ్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు అది కంపల్సరీ ఫామ్ నేమ్స్ మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకునే సెలెక్ట్ చేయాలి. అక్కడ సెలెక్ట్ చేయడానికి ఫామ్స్ డిస్ప్లే అవ్వట్లేదు కదా సార్.
ఆల్రెడీ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ ఫామ్స్ ఉంటాయి, కాపీ పేస్ట్. ఓకే, మనం ఓన్ గా ఫామ్స్ డిజైన్ చేయలేం. యాజ్ ఎ ఫంక్షనల్ కన్సల్టెంట్ వి నెవర్ డూ ఫామ్స్ డిజైన్. ఫామ్స్ డిజైన్ విల్ డూ బై ABAP. We need to provide how the form looks like, where you need to keep your logo, where you need to keep your address, where you need to keep your line items. That is what as a functional consultant you are going to give, and based on that ABAP will do the respective form development. Then you will use that form name. You will provide that form name that you are going to keep it in your configuration. రేపు మధ్యాహ్నం కానీ ఈవినింగ్ కానీ ఒకసారి రండి, ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను కావాలంటే, నో ఇష్యూస్. ఓకే, ఈరోజు కుదరదు, బయటకు వెళ్ళే పని ఉంది.
ఓకే సార్.
సార్ మీరు ఏం 2 days కనిపించలేదు, అక్కడికి వెళ్ళారు. సాటర్డే సండే మీరు జిఎల్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసినట్టే కదా సార్ మీ ఇద్దరు? క్లియర్ కదా సార్? డౌట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా? చాట్ ఆఫ్ అకౌంట్స్ గురించి డౌట్ ఉంది. ఓకే, మళ్ళీ ఒకరోజు కూర్చుంది. ఇది సార్ నేను చెప్తాను మళ్ళీ. మరి లేదా ఉంటే మీరు పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంటే ఈ వీక్ అవసరం లేదు, నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ తర్వాత వీక్ 2 weeks ఆ క్లాస్ కూడా వినండి, సో దట్ మీకు టోటల్ క్లియర్ అయిపోతుంది. Sir, I will share one QR code to you all. So QR code also will be available at your reception desk also. You just scan that QR, do your review, sir. You can give your open reviews. I don't mind it. Don't directly give 5-star. Give your comment and then you give whatever the rating you are expecting to give. Okay? Okay. Again, so give your feeling review, sir. Whatever you feel, give the same comment, and based on that, you give your review star mark also. I won't ask you to give 5. It's your willingness, sir. Whether you give 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 also, no issues to us. Okay, then we can wind up. Raskunte, okay, sir. Next, tomorrow we'll see the next class. Sir, tomorrow we'll see the next class, sir. If all written now. Thanks, sir. Thanks for your time.